Dear students, today we will learn the lesson The Rattrap by Selma Lagerlöf. About the author Selma Lagerlöf, 1858 to 1940. Selma Ottilia Lovisa Lagerlöf, popularly known as Selma Lagerlöf, was the first woman to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature. She was a Swedish writer and teacher. Her stories are translated into many languages worldwide. The Rattrap sailor here is also known as the Rattrap peddler, seller of rattrap, vagabond, homeless person, tramp, beggar, stranger. He was also mistaken as Niels Olof, Captain von Stahle. Summary of the story. This story is about a poor rattrap seller who was also dishonest by nature. Let's know the summary of the lesson in the next slides. The rattrap sailor, poverty-stricken life, always remained hungry, cheeks sunken, hunger gleamed in eyes. Clothes were in rags, begged, did petty thievery. A vagabond who plodded along selling rattraps of wire, took shelter in others' house. His rattraps were swinging from his neck. The rattrap peddler's imagination, his line of thought. Rattrap catches rats. The world is a rattrap which catches human beings. The rattrap uses bait to catch rats. Cheese, rains, porks are used as bait to catch the rats. The world rattrap uses baits like money, wealth, love, family, warmth, good foods as bait to catch the humans as its prey. No bait, no rat caught. The peddler did not have any wealth, money, family, so he was not baited. He was free from the rattrap of the world. The crofter was the owner of the grey cottage in which the peddler took shelter. The crofter was very kind. He welcomed the rattrap seller. He was a lonely person. He was happy to receive someone as a guest. He offered food, tobacco, and played merrilies. He also shared the secret of his household. He told the rattrap peddler that he sold the creamery of his cow and earned his livelihood. He earned 30 kroner in the previous month. The peddler seemed not convincing, so the crofter showed him the 30 kroner from the leather pouch hanging from a nail in the window frame. This is the picture of bait. The crofter was robbed. The next morning the crofter bid farewell to the rattrap peddler. But after some time the peddler came back and smashed the window. He put his hand inside. He got hold of the pouch and took away the money. He put the pouch back at its place and went away. His direction was changed. The rattrap peddler did not have the courage to continue his journey on the highway. He turned off the road towards the jungle. He lost his way. He felt that he was trapped in the jungle. The bait was the 30 kroner. This is the picture of the krona and kronor, Swedish currency. The peddler got a new direction. The peddler felt very weak. It was a December night, just before the Christmas. He sank down on the ground in despair. Just then he heard a regular thumping. These thumping sounds were common in Sweden. They were the hammer strokes from an iron mill. So he went towards that direction. He went inside the iron mill. There was a master blacksmith and an apprentice working near the forge, unaware of the arrival of the stranger into the forge. There were many sounds near the forge. The wind and the rain outside were making noise too. Things happened in the forge. He asked permission to sleep near the forge. The blacksmith and the apprentice did not consider him worthy for any verbal greetings or permission. The stranger slept near the forge. The owner of the mill or the ironmaster visited the mill. He was surprised to see the stranger sitting near the furnace. He went near the man and found that he was Niels Olof, his old regimental comrade. The stranger did not say anything about himself. In fact, he was expecting to get some kroner from the rich ironmaster. But the ironmaster asked him to come to his manor house to celebrate Christmas. The stranger did not agree. The ironmaster left. What happened in the forge? Daughter of the ironmaster visited the forge. The fear of the stranger compels her to assume that either he was a thief or a runaway prisoner. She was gentle, kind, and friendly to him. She treated him nicely. The stranger went to the manor house which Edla will mention. He was scolding himself for taking the money from the crofter. He felt now he was trapped. The magic was gone. Ironmaster realized his mistake. The stranger was given a suit of the ironmaster. The stranger was well groomed and dressed in suit and starched collar. The ironmaster looks at the well groomed stranger and realizes his mistake. He was displeased at the stranger and demands an explanation from the man. The peddler defends himself, saying he never pretended to be someone else. The ironmaster calls him dishonest and threatens to hand him over to the sheriff. The magic was gone, but the stranger quoted the metaphor of the wall being a rat trap and predicted that the ironmaster should get trapped very soon. The ironmaster told the peddler to quit at once, but there was a twist. What did Adla Ulmention think? Adla was very happy to receive a guest for the Christmas fun and share of foods. She had prepared food for the tramp. She thought that her father should not turn away the man whom they had invited, promising the Christmas cheer. She advocated for the Rattrap peddler and prevented him from going away. She was very happy to see the man eating. Christmas Eve at Ramsio. The stranger did nothing but sleep. At noon, they took him up so that he could have his share of the good Christmas fare. After that, he slept again. In the evening, they woke him up. He stood for a while, but after that, he disappeared again. Once more, he ate the Christmas feast and porridge in the dinner and said thank you and good night to everyone. Edla said that the dress he was wearing was a Christmas gift from her father. She invited him to the manor house for celebrating Christmas if he wanted in the future. The next morning, the ironmaster and his daughter went to the early Christmas service. Their guest was still asleep. They did not disturb him. At the church, she came to know that a crafter was robbed by a man with dangling rat traps on his chest. She came home with heavy heart. The peddler was gone, leaving a small Christmas gift for Adela. Adela opened the gift and shouted with joy. The gift and the letter. Inside the packet there was a rat trap and the 30 kroner which he had robbed from the crofter. There was a letter also. The letter was addressed to Adela. Honored and noble miss, since you have been so nice to me all along, as if I was a captain, I want to be nice to you in return, as if I was a real captain, for I do not want you to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by a thief. But you can give back the money to the old man on the roadside who has the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bait for poor wanderers. The rat trap is a Christmas present from a captain because in that way he got power to clear himself. Written with friendship and high regard, Captain Bond Starley. Moral of the story: Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Love begets love, and hatred begets hatred. To err is human, to forgive divine. Sympathy has a great power. A sympathetic person receives the blessings of God. People can't imagine the incredible power of sympathy. A person's kind acts and words may save many precious lives.